Hi everyone and welcome back to today's morning report on Thursday the 15th of January with me, Rich Perry, market analyst at Handtech Markets. I'm going to move on to cable now, and cable is engaging in a bit of a rally. It's now bounced off that RSI which had fell to 24. It's now back well above 30 and it looks as though it's just unwinding still. Now the technical rallies on cable seem to get the RSI back towards the 50 mark, or at least into the low 40s, so it does actually have further room to unwind, currently around 36. We've also seen the MACD lines beginning to turn up, and also the stochastics turning up as well. See these stochastics back in December and October. We had them, once they started to move higher, they did actually go sort of back towards neutral. So there is the prospect of further rallying on cable, and you've got this big downtrend intact that obviously now could well have a rally within this downtrend back towards that resistance, which comes in around 54.50 at the moment. And if I get my crosshairs, that is around about where the lows came in from the latest breakdown. So it's perfectly possible that we could get an unwinding rally on cable. Now, interesting, because looking at this chart here, compare this one to the euro. I spoke about $1.19 on the euro as the big resistance. This equivalent resistance, $1.52 figure on cable, has been breached to the upside. And also, if I zoom in here, we're sort of still using it as a basis of support. This $1.52 big figure mark is the basis of support. Yesterday's correction on this sharp move higher, that sharp move came on the back of retail sales disappointment in the States, subsequently corrected, but found support at $1.52. Now that 52 again has been tested today, and broadly speaking has held, and it is holding, but is under pressure. Now what you'd be saying on this, I think, is that we are sort of in the process of possibly building a technical rally. You're trading above pretty much all the moving averages there, and you're looking far more positive on the momentum indicators as well. This is the hourly chart, and you've got the MACD lines consistently in the last 3 days now above neutral. And also the RSI is looking a bit more positive. Just in the last few hours, we've fallen away a little bit. But what I'd be looking at is maybe using this as a chance to sort of come back into this support band. There's sort of now an element of support with between this $1.50, $1.40 area to $1.52, that perhaps you could look at that as an area. If that support holds, you could look at that as an area for a speculative long, because obviously, and I say speculative because we are trading within this big macro downtrend, big long-term downtrend on cable, and trading against the trend is obviously very risky, but there is the prospect at the moment for a near-term technical rally. Now the problem is that technical rallies within a big bear trend tend to underperform, achieve their upside targets. So you need to keep that in mind, but certainly at the moment we have the opportunity for some gains on the upside. Now 52.70 has held initially as the element of resistance overnight, and above that is 53.20. So there are a couple of levels for you to work with on the upside, but I think this is possibility for some near-term for some near-term long positions, with a view to probably this rally maybe going towards 53.20 and probably petering out around that sort of level. But as I said, it is a risky position and you are trading against the trend, so be careful of that. Maybe using very near-term trading, intraday trading, as your outlook horizon, because ultimately you're probably going to get the sellers coming back in again and with force to the downside. So as I said, warning that it is a speculative trade against the trend, but certainly it looks like if 52 big figure can hold for the near term, there may be the prospect of this technical rally that's going higher. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading on cable today, and I'll speak to you later.